What's up, guys? I'm here with
Joe Esposito,
All right.
a.k.a. Gotti.
Tell me a little bit about yourself.
I'm a truck driver, born and raised, trucking family. I don't know what else to tell you about, but
What do you do for a living?
I'm in the union. I'm a 282 Teamster,
Okay. Where are you from?
Brooklyn, New York.
All right.
I reside on Staten Island now.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about your truck.
Well, it's a 1993 Kenworth. Manny here built the motor.
Manny, okay.
Turn the camera to Manny.
All right, turn it.
Jimmy did the stretch. We did 301 wheelbase. What else did we do? Painted it. Lowered the air right. Started out as an air right front end job. Stretch. I don't even know what else to say, where else to go with this.
Yeah.
But it snowballed. Thanks to my friends.
So would you say your friends were the biggest influence on turning this truck into what it is today?
I don't know so much about my friends. My cousin Sal was very, very big influence on me. He was my younger cousin, so he was very big influence on me. Jimmy was a big influence.
Okay. So where did the truck come from?
Truck came from Illinois.
Illinois?
Guy by Chad Robertson. Chad Robertson owned the truck. It was purple. It was a B model. It was a Peak motor, if I'm not mistaken. I forget now, but it was a Peak motor. It was a Peak, right? It was a Peak. We changed the pump. Jimmy didn't like it. He wanted an electronic motor. I said no. A whole bunch of stuff. We painted the motor. Manny painted it somewhat.
Yeah.
We weren't going to go all out with it. Jimmy didn't like the motor. He made me change the motor to an E motor. He made me get the motor repainted, which I'm very glad. I'm very happy he pushed me because I was trying to chintz out. I'm glad I didn't.
Yeah.
I was in the car with my friend Chris when we got that phone call. We were actually, we had hauled it out to him already. Was it already? It was already there. Yes. We were going to Carlisle that day and stuff like that. And it is what it is.
Yeah. No, it's awesome. What made you go with the colors?
When I was a kid, my mom, I was into breakdancing.
Yeah.
And my
You
mom.
gonna show us some moves or no?
Yeah.
There it is.
My mom bought me a suit. It was a breakdancing suit.
Yep.
And it was gray with maroon stripes. I also had a maroon one with gray stripes. Maroon and gray is my favorite colors.
Yeah.
Vice versa. Anyway, that's how I went with these colors. And I also got to say thank you to CJ Donovan because I seen his.
Yep.
And I fell in love with his colors.
Yeah.
It reminds me of my breakdancer suit. My cousin Sal wanted brown. And my mother dressed me in brown corduroys one day to go to school.
Yep.
And I hated it. It just gave me, Sal wanted brown and I couldn't do brown.
You
Brown
couldn't
just
do it.
wasn't my color, no.
All right. So a lot of people are going to see different pictures about this truck. What's one small detail that's on this truck that some people won't understand, but it's your favorite?
One small detail. I don't know where to begin with the details
Yeah.
because there's so many.
Yeah.
The detail would have to be that Playboy bunny.
The Playboy bunny?
The Playboy bunny, because
Yeah.
that's something when I was a kid that the truckers did when I was a kid. They did them on the mud flaps.
Yeah.
And Jimmy took it to the next level where this Playboy bunny's on it and it lights up. So that's
Awesome.
one thing that I like. And I also like that he wrote his name.
Yep. Come on, Jake.
On the firewall.
Yep.
I think that's like hot rod custom shit when they build a car.
Yeah.
So I do like that.
All right. So what are your future plans with the truck?
I do want to run the truck, but now that it's like this, I just wanted to sit by Scott Lanita right in his shop.
Right in the shop. All right. Any shout outs you want to give? Thanks
I'd like
to anyone?
thank Jake Stewart.
I'd
like to thank you,
Thank
Austin.
me. All right.
I want to thank my cat mechanic, Manny.
Yep. Dustin?
Dustin was an influence on me because I like his truck. My friend Chris CRL,
Yeah.
I busted his balls to haul shit for me constantly.
Yeah.
My friends over there,
Yep.
Joe Martin,
Joe Martin and Pep.
Pepperoni Hammer.
Pep. We're live. All right. All right. So you three guys,
What's up?
do you think Joe will drive this truck?
Who?
Joe, will he drive this truck?
Joe Gotti?
Joe Gotti.
Joe Martin. Joe Martin will drive it. Joe Gotti.
Joe Gotti won't. All right. What's your favorite thing about this truck?
I can't pick one.
You can't pick one.
The whole thing from stem to stern is just absolutely gorgeous.
Awesome.
Everything came out beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything. I
You
mean,
want to know my favorite thing about
What's
this
your
truck?
favorite thing? I'm ready. I want you guys.
Joe Gotti's my favorite thing about
Joe
this.
Gotti. All right.
And bring parts and tires. I mean, we would. My favorite part of the project was going out at night to various truck stops and stealing all the parts that it took to build these.
Yeah, Joe, is that true?
so you didn't tell me that part.
No, that's not true.
Were we at the
Busting-
Petro?
They're busting my balls. That's
Okay.
not true. But you asked me to tell you who I want to thank. I want to thank Jimmy.
Jimmy.
I want to thank Jimmy's whole crew. This truck, I did cry. I might cry again, but the truck means a lot to me.
Yep.
Sal,
Joe, you know what?
Sal was definitely a big influence.
Sal's been here the whole time,
Jimmy
looking down.
is. I told Jimmy
Yeah.
what direction I wanted to go in because I liked his style. I got to say Lang. I like Lang's style, but Jimmy
Yeah.
took this truck. This was Jimmy all the way. This
Yeah.
had nothing to do with this except for those staircase steps. I know I wanted
You
that.
know you wanted
I
those.
know I wanted staircase steps. I wanted to bring something back from the past.
Cool. Well, this is my first interview ever, and probably going to be the best one I ever do, and maybe the only one.
I'm Italian,
But-
so I got to give you a kiss on the cheek.
Yep. We got the
Very
vows. The
Italian.
vows. The
Respectful.
vows at the end.
Can
But
we-
hey,
Can we get a
you deserve this.
Can we get a group picture with all?
We'll get a group picture. But yeah, I just want to say you deserve this, and I'm happy we were able to experience this with you.
Thank you, Jake.
Thank you.
Thank you. You're a good
Sir.
kid. You guys, both of you, are good kids.
All right, let's get this thing loaded up.